is the world? Welcome to BYC Gaming. I go by the name of Biz Billa, and we back once again with a new series. This time we here on Madden 25. Man, I've been running Madden for a long time. It has been pretty stale, pretty bland, but one mode that I've always enjoyed my entire time of running Madden, going all the way back to when Eddie George and Peyton Manning were on the cover, is always franchise mode. I thoroughly look forward to franchise mode every year. And this year I decided to do a rebuild on the channel. I had narrowed it down to Chicago, Arizona, but today we are going to be going with the Carolina Panthers, man. They got a pretty decent history. Been to the Super Bowl a couple of times, but right now they are in a rough period in their franchise's history. And what intrigued me to rebuild this team, shout out to the Brody McKenzie, but what inspired me to rebuild this team was I feel like Bryce Young is really being unfairly blamed for how bad this team is. We're going to talk about that a little bit more in a second, but I really do feel like he's being unfairly blamed because this team shouldn't have high expectations. And with that said, let's go ahead and set our goal for the season. We'll talk more about this Panthers team. Um, Looking at the schedule, first of all, as this is the second half of the season, let's look at the first half. We got Saints, Chargers, Raiders, Bengals out the gate for the first 4 weeks. So, and then you throw in the divisional matchups. We got the Commanders, we got the Broncos, we got the Giants. There may be a few games we're going to steal. But what I'm going to do is set the bar very low in this first season. Being that we don't have a plethora of talent, let's just go ahead and set the objective for the season at 4 wins. Should be doable, should be realistic. I like the idea. Let's go with that.
Just trying to, trying to be the best version of myself, do whatever I can to help the team.
So as I was saying, I feel like this guy right here, Bryce Young, is being unfairly blamed for how bad things are in Carolina. Don't get me wrong, you see his rating is set very low, but he's got some traits that can make him potentially develop into an even better quarterback. I find it wild that they have him as a captain. We may have to adjust that right now. When you look at this roster here, they have some decent talent at some positions. Obviously, Derrick Brown, one of the better players on this roster. But truth be told, it's not much talent on paper. Probably got to say our offense. What part of the defense is the strongest? I'll probably say run defense. I wish I would have flipped that the other way and said the defense was the weakest. I'll say interior D-line. Statistically, a good season for us. Ooh. I'll go with the rushing total because getting those numbers with defensive tackles is not easy. All right. Hopefully that interview doesn't come back to bite us. I do like that role play kind of aspect of asking the questions and whatnot. That's pretty cool. Kudos to Madden for that. But so Madden, I'm not quite sure what's going on with your draft class feature, but despite me downloading several different draft classes, I cannot use them. We'll hope that that's fixed as this season moves along, but that's somewhat of a problem for me because, don't get me wrong, I'm going to be creating some of these draft classes because I'm going to have players that are created in college football that might not necessarily be in these draft classes in Madden. So I'll do some parts myself, but the first draft class, we all know who's going to be in, the 2025 and 2026. So it is what it is, though. Let's move on. All right, so real quick, before we go any further, I didn't introduce the head coach here. So Steve Davis Stewart, right? So hear me out. So if I don't have any like direct connection to these franchises that I start with, what I'll do is pick some of my favorite players that played there and make their name based on that. So you got first name Steve for Steve Smith, who I met at the Super Bowl when the Patriots beat the Rams. He was real cool. I'm not gonna tell you what he told me, but it was a funny joke. Uh, Davis is gonna be for Stephen Davis, the running back that played many seasons for Carolina, and then we'll put the hyphen and add on Stewart for Jonathan Stewart, who was a long time great standout player for those Carolina Panthers. Now, as I was saying earlier, I definitely like the feature where you're able to have these press conferences and make decisions on roster things. That's really cool. But see, it's cool in a situation where they ask me, as far as my offensive line is concerned, what are we working on as far as Austin Corbett? Shout out to Austin Corbett because he was on our team last year during the Jets franchise. But they asked me, what are you going to work on? And I say impact blocking. So now my linemen will receive a boost throughout the preseason on impact blocking. That's beautiful. But then you give me a situation where you ask a question about position battles at free safety, and respectfully, between Jordan Fuller out of Ohio State, 4-year player who was a scheme fit, he's a 77 overall, and compare him to Jamie Robinson, who's going to be going into his second year out of Florida State. There's really no question between the two who's the starter. I mean, Jordan Fuller is a 77, Robinson is a 68. So they're giving me this scenario about how we're gonna decide the starter at free safety. But bro, there's no decision to be made. And I answered this question at the press conference without even looking at the roster because I knew just glancing through the roster there was no comparison at any position in the secondary. The starters were set. So I didn't understand why that was a scenario and it was just random and just laziness by Madden to not specify those situations to actual position battles and not just random positions that people feel like asking questions for. That's weird. As far as the preseason is concerned, pretty uneventful. There was an exciting game versus the Patriots, which we'll show you the highlights for right now. But this Panthers team, truthfully, I'm expecting to finish at the bottom of the NFC South. But what I will say is the NFC South is one of those divisions where everybody beats up on each other. You got the Bucks, you got the Saints, you got the Falcons. If all those teams split their series against each other, then we're able to steal two from one of our divisional opponents. That can set us up for maybe making some surprises in this division and around the NFL. So turning the Carolina Panthers around starts here in episode 1. We got a divisional matchup against the Saints. Let's get to it.
It's week 1 of the 2024 season, and there's no love lost between these NFC South foes. It's the Panthers and the Saints, and it's all up next.
Nice touch with the Baby King beat. I'm digging that. Hey. Let's go, Panthers. This is a big game on the road.
You get a look inside the Superdome here in New Orleans. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Parker, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
It is still so strange seeing these new NFL rules, and we're gonna have to get used to it. Let's kick things off. Start this season off right. Panthers versus Saints. BYC Gaming. Here we go.
Florida Gator Eddie Pinheiro to get us started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Saints heading out for the first time, and there's Derek Carr at quarterback in his 11th NFL season now and second in black and gold.
And Carr continues to produce good numbers on paper. He completed over 68% of his passes last season. Also,
a first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara.
And
he is met in his tracks to throw his car.
Jadeveon Clowney and the rest of the Panthers in the backfield. Multiple players in the backfield. Let's go.
Team's first sack of the game.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talk with them prior to the game,
and get some points on the board. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers head out for their initial drive, and at the helm is their second-year quarterback now, the #1 overall pick from 2023, Bryce Young.
and he's certainly coming off a very tough week.
All right, Bryce, let's change the narrative that is around you, my brother. And also, shout out to Jonathan Brooks. He's on IR right now in real life. But he is our starter coming into week 1. First drive of the game for the Panthers.
They'll run here the
After
former
the
Longhorn
snap.
with it. And
There you
that'll
go,
be good
Brooks.
for 8 yards to the 45.
First carry as a man in motion, 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run here with Brooks.
Oh, man, that Saints defense swarmed.
As he's met in the backfield and
It's
goes
going to be
back.
4th and 4.
That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
That was well played there defensively.
I mean, man, look at the Saints everywhere on that play. They shut that one down. Anybody else not a fan of the kicking graphic on Madden? Just feels like the accuracy bar is too far away from the power bar. Good hit, but damage done. 29 yards for Derek Carr early on. Nice pass right there.
Working from the gun, it's Carr.
Oh my goodness. Like, everything was good until Olavi broke into that second level. Touchdown Saints.
And the Saints get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
What they give him, picks up 3 on that carry.
On second down, here's the
Okay,
option.
Bryce.
And he'll
Okay.
go down inside
Good
the
read
45
option.
before going out of bounds.
A little risky, but we make it do what it do.
And a first down. He'll look to throw.
Oh,
Rifles one, and that's
oh
gonna
my
be
goodness.
intercepted.
Well,
Picked up by Marshawn
I feel like it's gonna be the story of the season right here.
And he will take this one home.
And you know what hurts about how that drive is gonna end? I told myself on the last 2 plays, I said run the ball on first down. I ignored that thought, tried to run a screen play. That play was terrible. And then right there, I said, well, run into it to be 3rd and short. And I pass it and throw it right into the hands of Marshawn Lattimore for a pick 6.
And it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league.
All right, so some things don't change from real life to Madden. Panthers down.
And it's good, and they
2
have jumped
scores
out here to a
early.
quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
Roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen, ran into the kicker, the penalty flag had to come out.
And the returner down to a knee.
To make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
No, again? Well,
Early struggles continue.
oh,
There's another
man.
intercepted.
Another pick 6. For number 6 this time.
It's a touchdown.
And it's like that time, I had my man. It's just the pressure started coming in. And let me look at this again. Nah, I mean, don't get me wrong. The pressure was there, but I gotta like move around and make a better pass right there. Like I said, that one is just a matter of pressure. That one I'm not so mad at. The other one to Lattimore was just flat out a bad pass, forcing it to Miles Sanders. Lattimore steps in front of a pick six. Now we got 2 pick sixes against us. This is gonna be a job. I can clearly see that.
21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. He's off to a pretty shaky start.
Oh, Christ, man.
He's had 2 back to it after the pick six. Young.
Like, do you see the rush? Like, I had to get out of there. Good job moving the pocket, though. There we go.
Now Young. Eluding the pressure.
Run, Bryce, run. Oh, my gosh.
Card out a throw.
Got him.
Pressure comes in. He's
There you go, Clowney. Let's go.
Jadeveon Clowney.
Good bounce back drive for the defense.
11, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Let's go, Brooks. First down. All right, so we got a lot of work to do, but a little confidence building towards the end of the first quarter.
Our score after 1.
It's been a rough one, but we showing a little bit of fight, just not on the scoreboard, though. 21-zip. Let's see, can we put a scoring drive together
Panther
here in this second quarter.
Quarter number 2.
All right, start of the second. We're in the red zone at the 20, to be specific. 1st and 10.
Straight ahead with Hubbard.
Ooh,
just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and right back to Hubbard.
Good run, Hubbard. Let's go. 1st and goal.
Inside the 10 to the 9. Young to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 7 that time and goal. Young will set to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to
Even if I threw it, my guy was fully covered. All right, at this point, I just want to get into the end zone. 3rd and goal, 8 yards to go. Here's the pass to Adam Thielen, Bryce Young's favorite target. Touchdown, Panthers.
Adam Thielen from 8 yards out, and the Panthers get a bit closer. Well, there you go, Charles, his first touchdown pass of the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year, because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit
and up to the 28-yard line.
All right, this is a very important drive for our defense. We get a stop. We get the ball back, get a score.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. They'll get this out to Kamara. He's got space. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2. Carr gonna throw.
Oh, come on. What a catch from Olave.
And they're gonna have another 1st down as a
2 defenders in the area, but a dot going from Carr.
Really nice
Now, here go the Saints in the red zone again.
What a drive. This has been just
That was a heck of a pass.
as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
You can see it right there. Like,
this is Kamara.
and you can also see a touchdown. Touchdown, Saints. Madden has a lot of bad things about it. I can't deny, but right now the worst thing you're seeing is this performance.
The offense on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Carr.
Yo.
That is caught by
I should have taken control of the corner right there. I would have had that as a
half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8 first. Up.
Get some help.
Put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
He's going to air one out.
Oh, come on, bro. It's no way.
This one's gone.
It's no way. And then Bryce Young comes back onto the field the next play after. Not to say Bryce would make that pass like guaranteed, but
And he drops it
this is
incomplete.
What I do?
They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He'll go up top here for Hamler.
so we got him again. This time Bryce Young makes it happen. What a pass. What a route from Hamler. Somebody that I signed in the preseason. KJ Hamler with that speed beats a man down the field for 7 or 6 better yet. See if we can add on 7 after this.
I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think number of catches, but he's shredding defense.
There he is again. Chris Olave.
There he goes inside.
Feel like beat us by himself, bro.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
Saints touchdown. Chris Olave is winning a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints are able to strike.
This is 3rd touchdown, bro.
And this is turning out to be something.
I'm telling you, bro, like, I don't know what it is about zone coverage,
here in this first half alone.
but once receivers start dashing certain ways on the routes, it's like they just give up on covering a certain zone.
Route is on here in this first half.
Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm not, but defense is feeling very impossible right now.
One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. And he'll be out of bounds across the 20.
Run throughout. And you can imagine he just might have some
3rd
words
and
for
8.
his linemen come halftime.
Oh my.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Excellent play there, CD on the pick 6. I think they have nickel to get an extra DB out there.
Yeah, Brandon.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
Usually I would show y'all halftime and we'd be looking forward to, you know, fighting in the second half, but let's go ahead and move to the 4th. Not much has changed since we last were here with y'all after that turnover from Young.
That's complete.
Here's another pass to Thielen, who's having himself a really good day. Young is showing some flashes, but I don't know if it's the protection. I don't know if it's the receivers not really getting separation. But this Panthers team definitely has a long way to go. And the first win of the season won't come here against New Orleans.
The benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost
Oh yeah,
on the
Johnson's
spot.
wide
That means
open.
they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Young working out of the gun.
Oh yeah, Johnson.
Open man, that's complete. And they've
So
got
first
it
down.
inside the 10 at the 8.
Let's just take the points. We can shut out here in the second half.
For the Panther field goal. From
So
the
let's take the
left
points
hash, a
here.
chip shot here. And this is up and good from Pinheiro. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Now a desperation throw deep
Good catch.
downfield. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeout.
Like I said, despite how bad that this game has been, good to see Bryce Young get over 400 yards passing.
A short throw hauled in by Trimble. And they're able to get this one
We got
past
the
the 30
timeout.
down to the 25.
Story of the game right there. I'm so used to college football, I forgot that there's a whole runoff in Madden. We can go ahead and run off the field and end this one because we didn't stand a chance against Who That Nation, apparently. The Saints put a beat down
Opening the season
on
in
Carolina.
the division. You knew the motivation was
It's a
going to be there on
division
both
matchup.
sidelines.
It's a
One
game
just
we pretty much
executed better
expected to
and earned the
lose,
win.
but still doesn't feel any
So
better
for
as
New
we watch the
Orleans,
highlights
it's a
of
fantastic start
Olave
as
and
they roll
company
to a blowout
put
victory
a
here
beat
in the
down
season
on
opener. And
Carolina.
they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
All right, so the man of the hour, Bryce Young, 54-yard pass down the field was his longest pass of the day. 418 through the air, but 3 interceptions to go along with 2 touchdowns and a 74% completion rate. 32 completions in this game. When it comes to the ground game, Jonathan Brooks, the rookie, not able to get much going in this game. 17 carries for 52 yards in his first game. Longest run was 9 yards. The best ground performance of the day was by Alvin Kamara, 62 yards along with a touchdown. Adam Thielen, definitely known for being Bryce Young's best target or favorite target. 11 catches in this game, 102 through the air, did also have a touchdown. Of course, KJ Hamler with the big play down the field for 54 yards, 78 yards, a touchdown, as well as 4 catches. You see Trimble also had 78 yards, and Deontay Johnson had some solid moments as well. Probably the most impressive receiving game I've had against me since I played against Tyreek Hill last season with the Jets. Chris Olave, 6 catches, 3 touchdowns, 193 yards through the air, 32 yards per catch. Longest, of course, 72 yards. Just an overall example of how bad this game was. We'll look at the stats. You see, we pretty much played a pretty good game, whether it's rushing or passing, but we had to take care of the ball. We didn't do that well, and our defense did do a really good job of slowing down the Saints. Most of the points scored in that first half, as you can see, only able to get 3 points from both teams in the second half. We're going to move ahead to the next week. We'll see y'all in episode 2. Hopefully things will get a little bit better here in Carolina. As they say, we're going to keep pounding, man, and hope that we can get it together and clean this record up. 0-1 is how we're going to start. We hope you tune in here on BYC Gaming. I go by the name of Biz Billa. Like, comment, subscribe if you like what you see and what you hear. We appreciate all of y'all tapping in, whether live or on the playback. Again, this is BYC Gaming. Peace, love. We are gone.